How's everybody doing today? This is Cody and Mike. As you can see, we changed the name of our channel from Buck and Bow Dip to MasonDipsonLine. Buck and Bow Dip was a little bit gay, so MasonDipsonLine is a lot fucking
Just
cooler.
a little bit, yeah.
Just a wee bit?
Yeah.
You can thank Shrankadank over there for MasonDipsonLine. So, alright.
Don't say hi or anything.
Hey. Alright, so as we said last time, today's video is just going to be really just getting to know us a little bit about ourselves, and yeah. So, alright, well, first off, my name's Cody. I'm 19. Live in Adams, New York, which is roughly about a half hour south of Canada, and really small town, only about 1,000 people here, and yeah, so that's about it. Mike?
My name is Mike. I grew up pretty much right down the road from Cody in Adams, but I live in Boylston now, which is probably 10-15 miles south of Cody, and that's pretty much it, all I want to share.
Don't want these fuckers finding you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, but well, I've been dipping now for just a little bit over a year. I started on my 18th birthday last year, and I turned 19 about a week ago now. So it's been just a little bit over a year. And how long you been dipping?
I've been doing pretty much since I turned 18, a couple weeks after I started, but I probably would have started earlier than that, at least trying it out, but I didn't get my license until I was like 18 because my dad was fucking weird about that stuff, so I didn't have like any sort of privacy, so I just started pretty much like 6 months ago.
I took my my very first dip when I was either 15 or 16, and then I didn't try it again until I turned 18. My very first dip was a Skull Mint pouch, and then when I actually started dipping regularly, my very first one then was Grizzly Wintergreen Long Cut.
When I started out, I just got it in me one day. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go to the store and get a can of dip and see what it is, or see what it's like. And I went, and everyone around me always chewed a Grizzly Mint, so I just went and got some of that. No one told me it was like the strongest shit you could get, so went and got some of that, and I buzzed off my ass like crazy when I was driving. But it was fun, and I've been pretty much dipping Grizzly ever since. I never really switched over to anything because everything else is just like too weak now. I'll try the occasional Copenhagen Wintergreen, but it just doesn't do much for me.
After my first time dipping the Grizzly Wintergreen, it was a little bit too much for me. So I dipped Skull Mint for probably 2 months, and then I switched to Copenhagen Wintergreen for the longest time. And I just recently, about a month ago, switched to Grizzly, and I've been dipping Grizzly Wintergreen since then. And
it's not like to the level like it is down south where you could call it the welfare bear, but it is a lot cheaper than Cope or Skull. So I mean,
like a can of Copenhagen Wintergreen up here costs about $6.50, and
Grizzly's like $1 cheaper, but yeah, it starts to add up pretty good.
And then Copenhagen Long Cut and Copenhagen Snuff are a lot more expensive.
Yeah, they're, what's that can you got earlier? $8.50.
The can of Snuff. My dad picked me up a can of Snuff last night, and he told me that he paid just about $8 for it, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean it's good, but it's not worth.
It's not worth $8.
No.
That's really the main reason I started dipping Grizzly. It was just cheaper. Because I got laid off from my job, so I had to figure out a way to dip something cheap. So, switch to this shit. But what do you say we pack a dip before we keep going?
Okay, well, I don't really have to pack this. I'm dipping some Red Man today.
Grizzly Wintergreen as always. Nice fresh can. Nice little this. Delicious. Alright, get these dropped a little bit. Pick that shit up. But, me and Mike we've known each other since preschool, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we
preschool.
We went to the same preschool, and actually our buddy Matt right here went to preschool with us too. A little place called Teddy Bear Corner.
Yeah.
A little badass preschool right there. But and then we all just graduated together this past June, and we all went up to Jefferson Community College, which it's about 15 minutes from here in Watertown.
It's about a half hour away from me. And I live a bit farther.
And
away.
I just decided to live on campus, just because I planned on moving to Tennessee after I was done with 2 years of JCC there. So my parents wanted me to get used to living on my own a little bit, but college was not my thing. I never went to class. I didn't do jack shit. I decided not to go back, and then I got a letter saying that I was kicked out anyway, so I can't go back no matter what. So at the end of March, I'm moving down to Tennessee, and I'm going to work at the Frito-Lay factory in Fayetteville, Tennessee.
I kind of had a similar experience in college. Like, about halfway through, I just stopped going to class. I hated it. Like, kept my grades up pretty good, but just college wasn't for me. I didn't like it. I worked outside all summer doing masonry, and that kind of screwed me up because I just wanted to be outside doing stuff, and like working with those guys totally fucked me up wicked bad because like I get so just antsy about everything. Like I would sit in class and just start freaking out. Like I wanna fucking just go outside and fucking do something. I'm freaking out. But it makes you want to fucking work. So I withdrew from my classes. I passed most of them, but I just withdrew this semester, and I'm gonna end up going. Right now, I'm looking at lineman training, so I gotta take an aptitude test for that, and then hopefully that works out. Work outside and do shit I like, make good money instead of having to freaking go to class all the time.
I was a terrible high school student, and I didn't plan on going to college to begin with. It was my parents' idea. Well, really my mom's idea. My dad really didn't give a shit what I did, but my mom wanted me to at least try college, and I tried it, and I fucking hated it.
Yeah, my dad, he didn't really care what I did. He just didn't, he was like, if you're a piece of shit and you want to live off the government for the rest of your life, I'll fucking kill you. But he was like, as long as I was making money, he didn't really care what I did. But he's all worried about the lineman stuff because he's afraid of heights and electricity, but I don't really care. And then my brother-in-law is actually the one that really pushed me to go to college because a bunch of his family works at the nuclear reactor about an hour 45 minutes south of Adams, and he was really pushing me. He's like, you gotta be an engineer, and I'm like I don't want to. Finally he was like that's cool, I want you to do what you want to do. If you really don't want to, that's fine, go ahead and do what you want. So be a lineman, it sounds badass. So
I also love working outside, but I grew up. My dad's a contractor. He's worked construction since he was 17 years old. He's 38 now, and so I grew up working with him. I grew up working outside, and I worked a full summer with him back when I think I was like 16, and I loved it. And the money was great, but in this past almost a year. I worked at a hardware store, lumber yard kind of thing. It was OD Greens, like I'm wearing now, and that's where I just got laid off from. And but I just loved being outside. I worked in the yard out there, and I rarely ever went inside. But I got my dad's best friend lives in Tennessee, and he works at the Frito-Lay factory, and he gave me the opportunity to work there. He's really high up in the company, and he gave whoever does all the hiring there, he gave him he recommended me, and I'm in the process of that right now. I'm just about to send in my resume down there, and once I do that, I pretty much have the job. So he's going to allow me to live with him until I get enough saved up to get my own place down there. And living down there is going to be so much cheaper than it would be up here.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of the snow up here. Driving in it's kind of fun, but I'm probably gonna move down south somewhere. The union that I want to work for, being a lineman, they pretty much, you can put in your application pretty much anywhere after you become a journeyman, and you can move anywhere you want. So I'm probably gonna move down south somewhere because I think the weather would be a lot better, and I fucking hate the snow.
And everything down there is so nice. The people are so much nicer. Everything's cheaper. The food tastes better. I just love everything about being down south.
Yeah, like, I'm stuck working a retail job right now, and I fucking hate dealing with people so much. Like, I'll just go hide in the back room and fucking do whatever, because people piss me off. They're so rude about everything up here. And we get so many Canadians up here that it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, being so close to Canada.
No offense to Canadian people. I've got a couple family members that are Canadian that are fine, but it seems like the majority that come down here to shop are assholes.
Because being so close to Canada, and apparently stuff's cheaper here than it is up there. So we get a lot of Canadians that come down here to do all their shopping. And they need to learn the rules of the road too.
Yeah, terrible drivers.
I don't know how driving is in Canada. I've never driven in Canada, but it shouldn't be that much different than here.
They have no etiquette when they're driving at all.
Yeah, they always cut you off, and they never go the speed limit. It's either way above or way below, and it gets fucking annoying. But enough ranting about Canadians now, so.
Yeah, we lost our one Canadian viewer.
Yep. Sorry to that one Canadian. No, there's not many of you, but.
So what are your hobbies, Cody, besides chewing?
Besides chewing, oh, I really don't even fucking know. I really don't do a whole lot now, but I just love being outside. Really, anything to do with being outside I like, and it doesn't matter what it is. As long as I'm outside, I'm good. You?
Yeah, I don't do a bunch of stuff outside. Just when the weather's shitty, I'd rather be inside fucking doing something productive inside than trying to do something stupid outside. But I love hunting. It's fun as hell. Goose hunting, deer hunting. It's all fun.
Actually, I love to snowboard, and I've been doing that for probably about 7 years now, and I was kind of worried about me moving to Tennessee that I wouldn't be able to snowboard again, but I found a place. It's in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and they actually have a ski resort there. So that's I want to say it's about 2 hours away from where I'm going to be living, because where I'm going to be living is no more than like 25 minutes from the Alabama border. It's right in the middle of Tennessee and really south central Tennessee. And it's just a great place to live. Everyone is so fucking nice. And up here people are just pricks.
Yeah, I don't know if we're still gonna do it. We were all gonna take a trip south with our friends and go to Tennessee, Florida, Texas. So we still do that. We're probably gonna share some videos and pictures of us down there.
We're gonna videotape everything we do down there and just post it. We'll probably have a
Might as
video.
well.
We'll probably have a video up every day.
We're gonna turn into a travel and leisure channel instead of
Yeah.
a dipping channel, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Hospitality channel.
Mhm.
Put us on the travel channel.
Yeah.
But
Imagine that.
yeah, I'm moving down in the very last week of March, and that's what because my mom works at the school. She's the school librarian, and she doesn't get time off obviously, so that's their spring break is the last week in March. I think starts 2 days before April, and they're going down to Tennessee to help me move and to visit my dad's friend. But we planned on going the week before that, so we might end up still going down just the week before. I'll pack all my shit in the car, and we'll just end up having to take 2 cars down with everybody, and then my parents will help me when they get there the week after, just to help me get everything set up. But that's what's planned now. Hopefully it works out.
So that's pretty much our lives at a, you know,
Lives in a nutshell.
pretty much. Not
Not-
a lot going on up here.
Not very exciting.
Especially right now, it being winter, there's not much going on.
No, it's just winter. Everything is just there's absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah, maybe we'll throw in a couple pictures of what the snow's looking like up here right now.
Because my dad also he plows driveways for extra money during the winter, and he has probably I think right now 38 to 40 driveways that he plows, and
Yeah, my dad does the same thing. He's always gone. He has like probably 50, 55. My brother-in-law is doing the same thing. He's got a bunch of contracts that he has to go do, so.
I went plowing with my dad last weekend. He'd been gone already for like 12 hours. He got up at 2 in the morning, and he started plowing then because we got I want to say 3.5, 4 feet of snow in one day, and he came home to grab some lunch and get a cup of coffee, and he said he had 2 more to do up in a place called Rodman, which is not too far from here, maybe about 10 miles, and he asked me if I wanted to ride with him, so I hopped in the truck and we got up there, and we were gone for about 4 hours doing 2 driveways. We got stuck for an hour and a half because he has one driveway up there that's over a mile long, and plowing over 4 feet of snow for over a mile is
A bad idea.
yeah, not the
hard.
smartest. And their house is in the middle of the woods, so there's trees on either side, and we got stuck about halfway up the driveway, and it took us almost 2 hours to get out. But we had my grandfather and my aunt and uncle live in Rodman, they live about 3 minutes from where we were, and so we called my grandpa up to come pull us out, and my aunt and uncle just happened to be with him, so they came up too, and my grandpa got stuck trying to pull us out, so we had my aunt and uncle get behind him, hook a chain up to him, and then we hooked a chain from my grandpa's truck to our truck, and we just got pulled out that way, and we got stuck a little farther back, so we had to shovel out the rest. It took us about an hour to shovel out just around the truck, enough for us to get out.
Yeah, we definitely got a lot of snow. We've been making some extra money recently, shoveling roofs and stuff. That's the only good thing about all the snow.
Yeah, just because there's so many people up here that they either plow driveways, they shovel roofs, they get hired to shovel sidewalks. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of stuff you could do up here with that.
It's what a lot of the contractors and builders do in the winter. Make some extra money because you can't build anything in the winter up here. There's just too much snow.
Yeah, a lot of the businesses around here hire contractors because most of the contractors up here also plow driveways during the winter, and the main contractor my dad works for, he has probably 15 businesses alone that they plow out, and they make good money. They get paid. Some businesses pay them per hour they're there, and most of them just pay per time they come. And I think with the average driveway, my dad makes probably like $30 to $50. Like he has some that he plows out just for free, his family members, friends, whatever. But there's also like some small ones that he gets 10, $15 for doing. And like he'll just have random people flag him down, and he'll clear out their driveway, and they either give him a cup of coffee or something, or they just throw him $5, $10, and he's happy with it. So, but all right, well this is.
Well, I got one more question for you before we go.
All right.
What's your political affiliation right now?
Had to bring that shit up, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm a Republican, conservative, whatever you want to call me. You can hate it. It's the way I am.
I'm the same way. I just wanted to bring it up.
Oh, we always get started on this shit. Fucking Matt over there always brings it up.
Yeah,
Fucking prick.
He's a Democrat. Democrat.
Fucking liberal. But, yeah, I get a lot of shit for that, because there's not a lot of people like us up here.
Especially in Adams, everyone is either a liberal or a Democrat. It seems like there's not a lot of hardcore Republicans.
Because being New York, we're a Democratic state, so we got a lot of people up here that hate us for this.
It's the total difference in Boylston. That's why I love living there, because it's the total opposite. Everyone's a Republican. There's like 2 liberals. Everyone loves guns and freaking hunting, so they're all like, fucking liberals are taking our guns, fuck them.
There's a lot of people in just New York alone that are extremely anti-gun, very pro-gay marriage, everything like that. And
yeah, see, that's the only thing with the conservative views. I don't really have a problem with gay marriage. They can do whatever they want. I don't want to see the shit. They're making out on a park bench. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? I don't want to see that shit. But
yeah, I don't.
I'm sure they're the same way when you're making out with a hot chick, but they're like, oh, what are you seeing her?
I'm different with that. I don't condone gay marriage, but if you're gay, that's cool. I don't want to see it, but that's cool. If you're gay, you're gay. Just don't fucking try anything with me, because that wouldn't end well.
Yeah, I used to work up at this nightclub. I was like a bouncer, security dude, and there was this gay band member, and he was seriously going around like trying to make out with all the staff members. And after we were done for the night, we're all freaking kicked back, having a drink, freaking doing whatever, sitting there with freaking dippin, trying to relax a little bit. I'd always get fucking half psycho working up there, but he fucking comes over and he like tried to put his arm around me, and that was the only time I've ever snapped at a gay man. I'm like, listen, motherfucker, if you try to touch me, I'm gonna fucking break your arm. And but I don't really have a problem with it very much. You know, do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that. We do it anyway, so.
Yeah. Everybody hates something, so.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah, my biggest hate is anti-gun people. I fucking hate them. I don't really want to talk about it on this video, but let's say the New York Safe Act doesn't agree with me very much.
Well, you know what? We already fucking brought it up, so why not? The video's already 25 minutes long, so.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole thing's pretty fucking stupid, actually.
Yeah.
It's not like the criminals can't still get the guns they want to shoot people with.
Just because you make guns illegal, they're criminals. Why the fuck would they care?
Yeah, exactly.
If someone's gonna go out and murder somebody, they're not gonna care if it's illegal to have a gun or not.
Well, it's not all guns are illegal. It's
Yeah,
like certain features, but it doesn't. Half the features they made illegal don't make the gun any deadlier. They just don't like to have anything. Governor Cuomo's a faggot. No offense to him or any of his supporters, but he's a queer.
Well, you know what? offense to him, fuck him. I don't give a shit.
Then, yeah, New York's AFAC's freaking bullshit. I hope we get a Republican governor to repeal that crap, because that's half the reason why I want to move, because that's just total bullshit.
We just need fucking Obama out of the goddamn White House.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to just go away.
He's ran this country into the fucking ground. And anytime I say I hate Obama, everybody says, oh, is it because he's black? I don't like the fact that he's black, but that's not why I don't like him as a president.
Yeah, he could be white and I would still hate him.
It's just his views on things and the way he runs it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what fucking color he is with that. And
his vice president's even fucking worse. What's his name?
I don't even fucking know. Matt, what's the vice president?
Biden.
Yeah, Biden.
Yeah, Biden.
Well, he tried to... Obama was kind of being iffy about the whole gun thing, and Biden was trying to get him to override shit and pretty much fucking make half the guns in America illegal. But so I don't like him any more than I like Obama. But it's not the fact that he's black. I don't like Democrats. I don't like his whole view on shit.
Yeah, I'm not a diehard racist. I don't particularly care for black people, but if you're black and you're nice to me, I'll be fucking cool with you. Half my goddamn family's black. A few years ago, my grandma got divorced, probably 10, 12 years ago now, and she married a black guy, and he's the coolest fucking guy I've ever met. He was born and raised in Jamaica, Queens, and he was in the Air Force for 30 years. And
yeah, he's awesome. But the black people, like, we have a couple at our school that they always pull the race card on everything.
Yeah.
They're total dickheads.
It doesn't matter what you say. They say, "Oh, is it because I'm black?"
Yeah, and they're not being sarcastic about it. They're being like assholes.
Yeah, it's because you're a fucking asshole. That's why.
They want to bring up the race card every 5 seconds. Think it's good.
All right, I got a story. Well, I got to preface it with saying that I love Harley Davidson motorcycles, and anywhere I go, and there's a Harley shop, I always go in. I buy a T-shirt from every Harley shop I've ever been in, and we went down to my dad's buddy's house in Tennessee, and he lives about 15 minutes from Lynchburg, Tennessee, where the Jack Daniel's distillery is, and they have a Lynchburg Harley shop there. So I bought a Lynchburg Harley T-shirt, and there's this one girl at our school that always pulls the race card. She walked up behind me. I was making a bagel for breakfast or something in the lunch line, and she saw that my shirt said Lynchburg, Tennessee, and she was like, "Oh wow, Lynchburg, you fucking racist." And I was like, "It's a fucking town. It's not like my shirt says I'm going around lynching black people." And I told her to shut the fuck up, and she was like, "Oh, it's because I'm black?" No, you're being a fucking bitch.
Yeah, there's a kid in our school, a guy. He thinks he's the most awesome thing in the world, and you know, he can be kind of funny, but he can be a total dickhead. And if you tell him that, "Oh, is it because I'm black?" No, it's because you're a fucking asshole.
He's just a fucking douchebag with a big ass afro.
You could be the fucking whitest dude in the world saying the shit you say, and I would still think you're a fucking dickhead.
Mm-hmm. There's this one kid that I can't fucking stand. And I'm not going to say any names, but me and my girlfriend broke up a while ago now. And after me, she went to this black guy. That's the biggest possible jump you could make. From me to a fucking black guy that lives in the goddamn ghetto. And he thinks he's a fucking thug. He's got a big ass fucking poofy afro. He's a fucking twig. Skinny little fucking bitch. And he always fucking told me that he was gonna kick my ass. He's like fucking 6'2", and he weighs like 120 pounds. I'm not that fucking big, but he's just a skinny little bitch. So, fuck you.
If you watch this video, then fuck you.
You know who you are, so fuck off.
I doubt he's gonna watch this video.
I know.
He doesn't strike me as the person that would look this up.
Oh no, he told her that I was a piece of shit. white trash redneck for dipping.
There's a lot of high class people that chew, so I don't.
Mm-hmm. It's not just rednecks that chew. You can be anybody and chew.
Yeah, fucking athletes, fucking
You could be
celebrities.
You could be a CEO of a company, wear a 3-piece suit every day, and still chew. There's this kid we went to college with. His nickname was Boston, and I don't even fucking remember his real name. Everybody called him Boston because he was from Boston, and he was just he was just a really preppy guy. He always wore khakis and a snapback, and he chewed more than I did, and that just shows you don't need to be a redneck to chew.
Not that we're telling you to get into it, but it's not.
Yeah.
A lot better than a lot of things that people get into. But
Yeah. But
if you just want to do it to do it,
if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, you
more
don't.
power to you. If you don't want to, don't do it. Matt Schrankler over there fucking hates chew. He doesn't want to at all. He's flipping me off right now. But he fucking hates it more than any person I've ever seen. I think he's done it like twice. Yeah, gotten sick both times and he hates it. We always try.
Well, no.
We're assholes about it though. We always try to peer pressure him into it, and he never concedes. He's pretty good.
The first time he did it, he was drunk off his ass, but so it didn't really affect him then. But there's one of my roommates in college. His nickname was Pickles, and really don't want to tell the story on why he's called Pickles, but he's a goofy motherfucker, and
I love the people that you can pay to do anything. That's this kid. You could pay him $5 and he fucking do anything.
He's completely diehard against chew, and I had a can of were you with me when we did that?
No.
I think it was it was Copenhagen Wintergreen, and I had a can of that, and I always asked him if he wanted to do it, just fucking around with him because I knew he hated it, and one day I offered him $4 to take a pinch bigger than I usually do, and he did, and he almost threw up everywhere. We had a big ass garbage can in our room, and I set it in front of him, and he laid his head in there, and he laid in there for like 20 minutes. And when he finally stood up, he acted like he was fucking drunk. That kid had never had any nicotine in his body whatsoever. That buzz knocked him on his fucking ass. Alright, but I think it's about time to cut off this video. It's already 32 minutes long.
Yeah, it's running pretty good.
Alright, so we're gonna peace out now, so.
Peace out, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you can call me Mike now, you don't have to call me Buck. We figured that nickname. Everyone always called me that where I worked, so.
And no one's ever called me Bo. I just thought it was a cool ass nickname, but it's pretty fucking gay. So.
A little bit. Not that Buck is much better, but.
Buck was better than Bo.
Yeah, a little bit.
And if your name's Bo, that's fucking cool. But nobody up here is named Bo.
No.
At all.
It's a southern thing.
And so we figured Shrankadank gave us the idea for Mason Dipson, so that's what we're going with, and that's what it's going to stay as.
So, it was good talking to you. It ran a lot longer than we thought it would, but you got a lot of our views, political and
you know a lot more about us than we planned on telling you.
Yeah.
So.
You know, whatever, who cares?
Yep. You hate us or love us. I don't give a shit. So.
Yeah, you could hit that like button and subscribe. That'd be nice, but, if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, well.
It's nice to get a couple likes on our videos, though.
We're just since we're just starting out, we really don't get a whole lot of views at all, and we really don't have any subscribers, so it'd be nice for people to start watching them. But we're gonna keep making videos, hoping people end up subscribing and actually like our videos. But
I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah, I gotta piss, so we're gonna get off.
Let's go.
All right, next video will be up on Monday. We'll see you guys then.